Dance Lindy, I think.
Yeah. Everybody knows Andrew, right? Does everybody know Andrew?
Hey, hi, I'm Andrew. I'm the new guy.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm a swing dancer.
Been doing this for, if I talk about it, like I basically say that I stapled it all together. I've been doing this for about 8 years. Been teaching for like about the last 2. And I travel a lot. And this is my main thing outside of like the patent examiner more properly. So not only am I an engineer, but I deal with lawyers. So anyway, swing out is that move that kind of defines Lindy Hop, and it is the thing you spend 6 months trying to get right, and the rest of your life trying to get better.
It is a never-ending quest.
It really, really is.
The holy swing out.
So we've all just done the whip here, and the whip. I want to kind of distinguish the whip from a swing out. The whip. Think of like we're 2 bodies and we're orbiting about a central point on the whip. So a lot of times, if you think of like something in the center, we trip, step, and we step, and release. We moved around. We moved around that central point. The swing out tends to be the point of orbit for us is actually behind me. So if we're in open position, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, if we're in closed position, it's again behind us, where it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, the idea of the swing out versus the whip is the swing out looks a lot more linear. Both moves are actually very linear moves, but the swing out is really kind of meant to
There's a track. There's a definite track with the swing out.
Yeah, visually it's a lot more elastic and rubber bandy type of feel to it. And that is the move that kind of caught everyone's attention, what initially kind of defined Lindy Hop. Shorty George Stone was in a dance competition and lost connection with his partner, and they got back together, and they were like, well, what was that move you did? And he just,
He used to do the circular one a lot.
He did.
Yeah, he's interesting too. Yeah.
But
and then they would pull the tracking too. But yeah, they would do all of them. Whitey's Lindy Hoppers and stuff. They would do both of the whips. Yeah. If you go back and look at the films.
So,
if you don't know who Shorty George is, or Frankie Manning, or Big Bertha, you should look them up, because these are the originators of Lindy Hop, as we know today, back in the 30s, 40s. He was even earlier. Yeah, he was first.
The thing about Frankie Manning is Frankie Manning came along about 10 years after Lindy Hop was actually already kind of being danced, like when he kind of came on.
The music was changing. That's when the music was changing, yeah.
Yeah, so like...
he was the first one to ever do an aerial.
Yes. Yeah, he was the one that called them air steps, more than aerials, because the thing about an air step is you actually keep your timing with an air step. A lot of times aerials, like especially like country swing dancers, you see them like lift people up and like twirl them around, but they're not keeping in time with the music. An air step, you're supposed to be keeping in time. If you're moving from closed, we're moving from open, we're going to start from closed, because eventually what you want to be able to do is chain them. You want to be able to go swing out, into swing out, into swing out, into circle. Right, this is, so the premise of the series is musicality, and the musical phrase is 32 beats for most parts from jazz. And having an ability to go 8 count move into 8 count move into 8 count move into 8 count move, well, guess what? That equals 32. You can fill out an entire musical phrase with that sequence. So the one of the quintessential kind of choreographed styles of like dancing Lindy is go swing out, into swing out, into swing out, into circle. Just how it is. So if you're ever stuck,
you find yourself hitting all the parts of the music and making it, and it looks better.
Yeah. So if you're able to do this, you will always have something to do when you're dancing with someone. You start on the one and you want to do a swing out, you know you can always do this and make it look cool. All right?
Okay, teach you swing out.
Yes, so swing out with your partner in closed position. What we're going to be looking to do is I'm going to remove Sue from the equation for a moment. We're going to be bringing our arm back like this, and Sue is going to be filling that in, okay? And so my rock step, I'm kind of rock stepping. I'm not rock stepping straight back. I'm rock stepping a little to the side and I'm turning like this. And
I still need to do that move.
yeah, I try to think of this as a trap door. Okay, the way I think about this is like I'm creating a bit of a trap door for the follow to fall into. Okay, and you notice my right shoulder goes back, my left shoulder kind of turns in front. So I'm turning over my right shoulder when I start this. Okay. Okay, you don't want to bring them both back. You're not bringing both your shoulders back. You're kind of twisting around and opening up as you're doing this. That's your
It's a
rock
nice
step.
technique that feels rather nice for the follows, actually.
Yeah. Yes.
So is that similar to like
That sets it up, and that looks cool and feels nice for the follows. This is a little different than the way we taught it in the past, and I thought it would be kind of nice to be able to fine tune a little.
The reason I'm doing it this way is because it's what we're going for this type of swing out is we want to have always be rotating around over our right shoulder during the entire move. If you notice my shoulders the entire time, 2, 3, and 4, 5, they're always rotating in that direction continuously. There's never a time where they're stopping. Okay? As opposed to the sort of rock step, triple step, 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 triple step. That's sort of that is a way you can do
It's
swing
bringing
out.
it down, but not the way you realistically dance it.
Right. Yeah, like you can do it in sort of chunks, which is often how it's taught, where it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can do it that way. What we're trying to go through here is we're trying to basically create like a continuous motion to smooth it out. Okay? So when you're doing this rock step on the 1, 2, you're rotating your right shoulder back, your left shoulder forward, and you're rock stepping kind of to the side and sliding around in front. Okay, on the triple step. So let's just try to get to 4. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Well, we're not going rock step because the hand dropped back. So instead, we're going rock step, bringing our feet together, and then the right foot comes out for triple step because we brought back and we can't come forward at that point. So the footwork is going to be right, left, triple step, staying back, and our butt is down. And we're actually, weight is coming back at it right now. We're pulling away from our partner. We never come forward until we're brought forward. We have those charging follows that come flying forward without being asked, and that's not what we want to do.
Right. As leads, what we're trying to do is the reason I kind of think this is a trap door is because basically what's happening is my arm here on Sue's back. I just keep moving it back, and Sue's just going to stay connected with it the whole time. All right, if she came charging forward, like there's no connection there. So I am rotating.
I'm staying back until brought forward.
Right. All right, and honestly, like yeah, so like
So
yeah.
it's going to be right together, right, left, right, and right. Right, we're sitting, and our right foot will kind of be between their feet, except their feet aren't going to be there long enough to really notice that.
Okay, so again, like I think of it like this. Like I had my right foot going back and then pointing forward, my left, and then turning this. I'm rotating this way around me as I'm moving. And so my initial movement is to bring this arm back and then to kind of give, like I'm giving a track for Sue to walk down because that connection, she wants to stay connected. And so I rotate back and she falls into my hand back there.
Into the trap.
Yes, pretty much.
sorry, I mean like the whole fluid thing?
Yeah, you can see it all together.
Yeah, so you want to see me isolated? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
We're just at the beginning part, right?
3 and 4. Okay?
That's as far as we've gotten.
That's as far as we've gone.